To customize the candle tag, I opened In the Hoop Designer Software and I used one of the built-in templates. So to get to that template, I'm going to click on the In the Hoop wizard in the upper left. It opens up the wizard. I'm going to click Open under Template to find the template, drop down to Tags, and choose Tag 7 and click OK. See, it puts it into the template. If I want to change the size, I can do that. If I want to change the design here inside of this dotted area, if I click on Custom, I can search my computer, bring in a design that way, or I can choose the library and bring in a design that way. I am going to change the lettering here, and I'm going to put U Light, and on the second line, I'll put My Fire. I'm going to click Apply to apply that change. Now for instructions on stitching this out, click where it says Instructions, and there's a PDF with step-by-step photo instructions on stitching out the tags. You can follow along with it brought up on your computer, or you can print it out. I'm going to click OK to put this on the screen. Turn on Realistic Preview so we can see it better. And oops, I forgot, I did want to change out this design on here. This is a good example that I can show you how you can do it if you want to change something later on. So the first thing to notice is when you select that design, look over in the sequence window here on the bottom right and know where it stitches. Okay, this is that Season's Greetings right here. Now I'm going to bring in something different, so I'm going to go up to Charm Designs along the top menu bar, and I'm going to drop down to Holidays, Seasons, Valentine's, and I picked this double heart and click OK. And you can see that it brought it onto the screen. But notice over in the sequence window, it is the last thing to stitch. And we know that it's going to need to stitch before that, or else we're going to see all that stitching on the back side of our tag. So with it selected, I'm going to hold down my left mouse and drag it up to where that other design is. So there's my Season's Greetings. I have my hearts right there. That's where they need to stitch. I don't want that original design, so I will just select it and hit delete. I might want to resize this a bit. I mean, this is where you can play around and do whatever you want. The lettering that I did, I'll select it over here in the sequence window. And I am going to change some things, so I'm going to open up the text window. I am going to make my letters themselves a little bit larger. I'll make them at 0.45. I'm going to change the font to cursive, and I will click Apply. I also want to make this just a little bit bigger. But one thing I notice here is the G in light and the F in fire. They're kind of touching, they overlap actually. So with My Fire selected, I'm going to hold down the Control key, arrow down until they do not touch anymore. I like that better. I'm going to select my lettering and those hearts, and I will go up to the top and click Horizontal Center Align. This is going to put everything in a straight line. And then with them selected, I'm going to right click on the ruler, Center Origin, and that puts what is selected into the middle of the screen, into the middle of that tag. So another thing that I did, I changed the background quilting. So select it. It opens up the fill window. You can see it was a motif. And I used advanced stippling, used the drop down arrow, and I went down to polygon. Now you could change the pattern length if you want. If you make it a smaller number, let's just go down to 8 right now, click Apply. You can see it's a little bit tighter together. If I select it and go higher with the numbers, I think I actually set mine at 12. You can see that it spaces the pattern out a little bit further. This particular pattern has a decorative overlay on the satin stitch edge, and that's the last thing here that stitches. I don't want that, so I'm just going to select it and hit delete. Something else I did was see the fill underneath the hearts. If I select the hearts, You'll see that they are grouped over in the sequence window. If I right click, click ungroup, now it breaks them up. I can select just the fill part of those hearts. It's going to open up the fill window, and at density, if I change that to 0.9, it's going to make this fill be further apart. When I stitched my tag out, I laid down a piece of Mylar before I stitched the hearts. So before I change it, let me zoom in, and you can see the pink stitching here, how nice and tight it is. So again, if I go over to density and I put in 0.9, click apply, you can see the stitching is further apart, and that will let the Mylar shine through. All right, let me zoom back out again. If you want to change colors of anything in your design, you can certainly do that. These buttonholes, I kind of like these type of things to blend in more with the background, so I can select them and just choose a color that's going to blend in more with the thread that I'll be using for the quilting on my tag. I'll just go ahead and I'll change this green to pink. And maybe I'll change this pink fill. Let me get both of them to that same pink color. I'm ready now to save it and stitch it out.